Hi everyone, how you going today? I'm not sure how this video is going to turn out, or whether I even go ahead and upload it yet. But I've just thought I was doing some sort of like crafting, I guess you could say, some stamping and everything. And I love doing things in batches and having them ready for ahead of time. I'm not sure if anyone else is like that, and I get a lot of enjoyment out of fussy cutting. I know it's not for everyone, but for me, I just find it therapeutic. So I was starting to sort of stamp some things. I thought, hang on a minute, maybe this is something that you're all interested in as well. So the reason I kind of am doing this is last month, for the first time ever, I did like a stationery capsule for the month, and I just had this tin and I filled it up with bits and pieces of ephemera, stickers, handmade stickers, rub-ons, etc., papers, bits and pieces that I wanted to use during the month, and I pulled out some rubber stamps that I wanted to use for the month and just created this stationery capsule. Now this is not my idea, by the way. Cafe Analog on Instagram, Cherished by Dee Dee's on Instagram, Rosamond's Journal on Instagram. There's others out there too, but they're the ones that I follow, and they create these beautiful stationery capsules every month, and that's what they pull from to do their journaling or letter writing or crafting, whatever it may be. And the reason I enjoyed it so much last month, and might as well cut while I'm talking to you, the reason I enjoyed it so much last month was because it just, sometimes I can get very overwhelmed, and then I find it hard to make decisions. So for me, doing this stationery capsule of sorts actually took out the decision fatigue, and it worked really, really well for me. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it again for December. I'm probably a little bit late to the party, but before I forget, so this is a little origami bin. I actually followed Shauna from Serial Nana's YouTube video the other day and made this. So handy, Shauna. Shout out to Shauna. Thank you so much for showing us how to do this. I know Louise over at Coffee Tea Paper has a video on this as well, but I followed Shauna's the other day when I saw it popped up on my video feed, and so I've got that sitting on my desk and putting my little bits and pieces in it. Anyway, back on task. So it took the decision fatigue out of deciding what to decorate my journals with, what to decorate my letter writing paper, because I tend to use a lot of plain paper when I write my letters, and I go through quite a bit of A5 note paper or sheets of paper, and I decorate them. Well, most of the time I decorate them, not all the time. Anyway, so this sort of stuff actually helps sort of decorate things. I use it, I put it in my journal. But having these little things ready to go, and I don't know, it works for me, because sometimes, you know how you run out of time and you think, oh no, I don't have time to decorate my journal today, and then you kind of put it off, and then it becomes a few days longer and you haven't journaled at all because you still haven't decorated the pages or whatever, and you get behind. This kind of, for me anyway, it stops that. So now I stamped a whole heap of these little cute birds on some sticker paper. So this is my favorite thing to do. I love making handmade stickers. Sometimes I photocopy a collage that I've done and photocopy it directly onto sticker paper and cut it up. Other times I might stamp on paper and just see, it's just sticker paper that I've cut into strips, and I stamp on it and then I cut it out to create these little sort of stickers. I just use this. It's shipping labels. It is one label per A4 sheet. Now I just got this at my local Office Works in America. I think you got Office Depot and places like that. I'm not sure what it is in the UK or in the rest of the world, but I just got, this is just their standard shipping label, one label, one label per page or per sheet, and it comes in a box of 100. Yeah, so that's all I use. It's nothing fancy. I don't have one of those fancy sort of Cricut machines or Silhouette machines to cut my stickers out or anything, and I don't actually mind this. I find it quite therapeutic just sitting and cutting, and sometimes I might watch something on my computer while I'm doing it, but today I'm chatting with all of you. So yeah, I I stamped a whole heap of these birds, and I'm just cutting them out very roughly. That one is terrible, and sometimes when they're really bad I just bin them, but I won't this time. Now the other thing I've just started doing too is I made a whole bunch of these. Now I put these on my journal pages. I also put them on Happy Mail as well, and it just sort of says, you know, this letter was written in December, or this journal page was in December. I have a whole heap of these ready to go too, and this is actually just it came on a big roll. It was like a big roll of these craft round circles, and where's my ink pad? Here. And I just stamped them. And so this is a new thing that I've just decided to do too. I had these labels and I used to put little other like decorative stamps on them, like that bird and things, and I'd put them in Happy Mail, but this time I'm just doing these, and then I just cut them up. Oops, that's not the lid for that. Silly Jane. And then I just cut them up and put them in there. So, and then I've got them ready to go. So that's another thing that I've decided that I'm doing. And then I want to do some other stamping with you. So I recently got this these 2 peon stamps from Bookbinders Design in Australia, and this one says create the life of your dreams, and then this is this writing on here symbolizes courage, and so I thought I'm going to stamp that inside this square box here. So we'll do it in this. So I don't know what color this is. Does it have it on here? It's HAC-1-PBR. I hope that helps you all. So it's like a lovely sort of soft taupe brown color. So this is, and then I'm going to cut these out too. So, but I just thought this would be something a little bit different. Have them ready to see, and that's how they'll turn out. And I'll just do a row of them. So sometimes stamping directly into your journal, I mean, that would work really well too. But when you're out and about, sometimes you don't want to take all your stamps and your ink pads and things with you. And this is just a quick way, or even if you like don't always do journaling at your desk at home or something, and you're doing it in the lounge room or in the kitchen or at the dining room table, it means you don't have to run and grab everything. You can just sort of pull out your little box of tricks and sit there and happily play away. That's what I've enjoyed about it. I can do this pretty much, I can decorate my journal anywhere now because I have these stickers ready to go. I'm sure lots of other people out there do this as well. I've just found it really helpful. So, and then I'll just wait for them to sort of dry off a bit, and then I can just cut them up and have them ready to go to stick in my journal. So that's those two things. Now tell me, have all of you got your planners and journals worked out for 2024? I am still debating what I'm going to do. I've got my traveler's notebook, which I really love. I've got the 2024 diary for that as well. And I tend to use those if I go on trips and things like that. But I ordered a Hobonichi, I should say, weeks. And it'll be the first time I'm using that. And I'm just working out how I want to use it. Like, do I want to use it for my YouTube channel and use it for inks, like writing inks in and swatching? Or do I want to use it as a daily planner / journal? Like, or not journal, but daily planner and diary kind of thing. And then... yeah, so I'm still trying to, I haven't quite made my mind up. I've been watching everyone else's videos. Some seem to be using the plotter, some are using the Sterling planners, which until recently I knew nothing about, but they look interesting as well. For me, it's all about the paper. You know, I have to make sure that the paper is fountain pen friendly because I have very few ballpoint, sort of like normal pens. I pretty much write 98% of the time with a fountain pen, so it needs to be fountain pen friendly, and it needs to be able to work for me, you know. And then I just sort of think I shouldn't get so hung up on this, because if it doesn't work, at least I've tried something new, and you can always change it. Like, it's nothing is set in stone, right? So, and I'm really sorry if you can hear the fish tank going. It's splashing around and cleaning itself and doing goodness knows what else. But it's quite noisy today. So anyway, so that's where I'm at. I'm not sure what I'm going to use. So far, it seems to be, it'll be the traveler's notebook with various inserts. And then... I don't know. Oh, and then I've got the Hobonichi weeks coming. Why am I having so many trouble saying that word? Hobonichi weeks coming. But I'm also sort of contemplating either a Hobonichi in an A5 size and using that as well for journaling. Or a Midori notebook and use that for journaling. I'm not sure. See, this is where I get unstuck. And then I thought, oh, I really like the Galen leather Tomoe River notebooks as well. So that's always an option. I haven't got one at the moment, but I could order one. So anyway, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. And I've been really enjoying seeing everyone swatching videos of the ink vent calendar, Diamond ink vent calendar this year. I didn't get it myself because a lot of it seemed to contain shimmer inks, and I seem to have enough, just going to put that there. I seem to have enough samples of shimmer inks, and I've got bottles of shimmer inks. I really don't feel like I need any more shimmer, but some of the colors I'm seeing are beautiful. So I mean, I guess if I really love something, I could get a sample of it later or buy a full bottle of it later on down the track. But yeah, I don't know. It didn't win me over this year with all the shimmers, I think. If it had mainly like just basic inks or shading inks without the shimmer, and that was the majority of the inks in the advent calendar, I may have got it. I've never actually bought one, truth be told. I've got some of their full-size bottles from previous years that I enjoy using, but I guess I think here in Australia they're about $169, $170 thereabouts to buy it, and I just sort of think, oh, I'm not sure if I really want to invest my money in that if I don't like the inks that much. Does that make sense? Anyway, but I am enjoying watching everyone else watching them. There was one, I think, for day 5 yesterday that was stunning. Oh, it was so beautiful. And I think, was it the masquerade one too? That was gorgeous as well. Really loved that one. I thought that was beautiful. So comment below if you're, oh, nearly put my bird in there. Comment below if you're doing the Inkvent calendar this year and what you think of it so far. Let me know below too if you like fussy cutting and stamping and making things like this for your journal, or maybe you do a stationery capsule each month. Let me know. I'm going to finish cutting these out with you, and then I'm probably going to go because I feel like I'm just rambling, and that was not my intention, but you know, that's the way I am today. So, and I just wanted to show you to like, just, I know there's a lot of people out there who have fancy sticker machines and things, but this is one way of just a DIY option that really you don't have to buy very much to do it. You can just use the stamps you've got at home and buy some sticker paper. It's not an expensive thing to do, and easy and simple and a bit of crafty fun. So I can't believe it's actually December. I feel like the year has gone by so quickly. Not really ready for Christmas to come yet. So don't have any choice though, right? It's coming whether we like it or not. So it's my kids' last day of school today here in Australia before they finish for summer break. And they will get, I think I worked out, it's about 8 weeks off school. 8 weeks over the summer, because it is summer here in Australia. So they are very, very excited to be going on their summer break. And I'm excited that I don't have to make school lunches every day and iron uniforms. So that's going to work for me quite well. So it's always nice to have a little break from the routine sometimes, especially at the end of the year when everyone's just that little bit more tired and over things, and emotions and frustrations bubble over because everyone's just exhausted. See? So that's how those little stickers turn out. I'll just put it in with my birds. I wonder if I should use my bigger scissors for these. So apart from that, I think I'm going to be starting to get my baking on soon for Christmas and make some sweet treats. I don't do Christmas cake or anything. Like, I've never made a Christmas cake from scratch. My friend makes them. Like, she starts the whole process like 3 weeks before Christmas, maybe even longer, and starts like soaking the fruit in all the alcohol and things like that. She loves it. She's English, So, you know, you've got to have Christmas cake. But yeah, I don't do any of that. I just tend to do the biscuits and the cookies and things like that. Oh, and sometimes I make jams and relish, but I'm not doing that this year. I think I'll just stick with the biscuits and the cookies and things like that. So I'm just sort of straightening up the edges on these a little bit. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I should do it in camera so you can see. So I still haven't worked out the rest of the things I'm going to put in my stationery capsule, and it's like the 6th of December already. But at least I've started. And it just, as I said, takes out the decision fatigue, has things ready to go, so you don't have to think too much. But also if you're time poor as well, if you're working full time or whatever and you've got little kids and things, at least you've got these things ready to go so you don't have to do them every single day. Anyway, folks, I think I'll just leave it there for now. I hope wherever you are in the world, you're taking care of yourself and being kind to yourself. For those of you that do celebrate the holidays, I hope you have an enjoyable December and enjoy all those festivities. And I will catch you later. Take care, everyone. Bye.